Good morning. So if you are at home, quarantined, or sick today, here is what we did in class to practice the distributive property. So make sure that you watch the video that I posted for Monday. It says fill in your notes as you watch this video. So this is a review of everything we learned Monday or Tuesday. All right, so remember this, number one is read 14 times y plus 2 plus 12y. So the first thing we need to do is distribute the 14 to the y. That means we're going to multiply 14 times y. And we're going to distribute the 14 to the 2. 14 times 2 is 28. And we still have this plus 12y that we have to include in our problem. So now it's time to combine like terms. Well, the only two things that I see that are alike are 14y and 12y. So 14 plus 12 is 26. So that would be 26y plus 28. And that would be our final answer for number one. Number two, 5 times 10 plus s plus 3s plus 9. So first, multiply 5 times 10 and multiply 5 times s, that's 5s. And we still have to include this plus 3s plus 9. After you distribute, you're going to look for like terms. So I see that I can combine my 5s with my 3s. So 5s plus 3s is 8s. And I can also combine my 50 and my 9. 50 plus 9 is 59. Final answer, 8s plus 59. Number 3, 3 times 12 plus 2p plus p plus 7. Multiply 3 times 12. Multiply 3 times 2p. Include your plus p plus 7. After you distribute, look for like terms that you can combine. So we can add 6p plus p, that's 7p. And we can combine 36 plus 7. Final answer, 7p plus 43. Number 4, 8 times x plus 3 plus 5x minus 10. So we've got 8 times x is 8x. 8 times 3 is 24. And I have plus 5x minus 10. After you distribute, combine like terms. We can combine 8x and 5x. We can also combine 24 minus 10. Now, we're not adding 24 plus 10. You have to look at the sign in front of the number. That minus 10 is a negative 10, so we're going to subtract 10 from 24 on this one. So 24 minus 10 is 14. Number 5, 6 times 9 plus n plus 4n plus 4. So 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times n is 6n. We still have plus 4n plus 4. So now I'm going to combine like terms. I'm going to combine 6n and 4n. Whoops, that's 10n. And 54 plus 4 would be plus 58. Final answer, 10n plus 58. All right. What if there is no variable? All right, so if there's no variable, what we're going to do is we're going to take the number 48 and we're going to divide that number into 40 and 8. I'm going to think about that number as being 40 plus 8. So if I asked you to multiply 48 times 7 in your head, that would be really hard. But if I asked you to multiply 7 times 40, we know 7 times 4 is 28, and add a 0. And if I asked you to multiply 7 times 8, we all know that's 56. So to make problems easier to solve mentally, if I break this down into 7 times 40 plus 7 times 8, then I can solve it very easily. So now we're going to distribute. So 7 times 40 is 280. And 7 times 8 is 56. 280 plus 56 is 336. If I asked you to multiply 54 times 3 mentally, that would be a little challenging. But if you can think about the number 50 as being 50 plus 4, and then multiply each of those times 3, then you could solve it very quickly. We know 3 times 5 is 15, so if we add a 0, 3 times 50 is 150. Now we're going to distribute the 3 to the 4. We all know 3 times 4 is 12. Add those two numbers together, we got 162. We're going to break 31 down to 30 plus, 30. There we go. 30 plus 1. And we're going to multiply each of those times 8. Well, 8 times 3 is 24. So 8 times 30 is 240. And 8 times 1 is 8. Add those two numbers together, we get 248. If I asked you to multiply 12 times 23 in your head, that would be pretty hard. But if we break the number 23 down into 20 plus 3, I know 12 times 2 is 24. So add a 0 to that number, we get 240. And we all know 12 times 3 is 36. Add those two together, we get 276. All right, make sure and join us on Google Meet each day at 2:30. Code NEMS Stanford 1. Have a good day. Email me with questions, please.